we cannot do a crisp start.
We can't do a crisp start?
Can't do a crisp start. If we do a crisp start, it'll all look wrong.
Do you think?
You see, we've held back for, what, 18 minutes to make sure that we're suitably late.
Yeah.
What we can't do is a crisp start. So now we've completely fucked up the start.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening and welcome to episode 142 of Vape Talk UK on this here Google, not Google. Yeah, we're on a Google Hangouts, but I meant to say YouTube, but you know, that's just me. So this episode is called The Drama Llama, and we will be discussing drama llama type stuff later on. Mark, we're a bit shy on presenters tonight, mate.
We are.
I thought I'd bring the elephant up in the room straight away because chances are they're going to notice.
I don't know. You think they noticed?
Nah, probably not, to be fair.
Well, Chris has died.
Yeah.
We lost him, unfortunately. All those years of eating shit and cakes and drinking far too much gin. Yeah, his body's just given up the ghost. Either that or he's just a lazy cunt and he can't be asked tonight.
One or the other.
Take which one you were, but please. No, that's an idea. Shall we get people to send condolences to him?
Sorry to hear you died, mate. Couldn't have happened to a nicer chap.
Oh, that would be absolute quality. And we're also missing Stu. Now,
I've heard he's turned to the dark side.
The dark side? Can it be any darker? You know what his sense of humour's like.
Well, yeah, this is true.
Stu has decided to take a sabbatical. Is that how we'd put it?
I think sabbatical is a good way of putting it.
He's fucked off and left us in the shit, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, basically, Stu has decided he really needs to focus on Orc and Bros, focusing on the hardware, on the juice, and he's taking a few months away from us just so he can focus all his attention on that and his gaming and his YouTubing and everything else.
And his card playing, his magic
Does he
card.
Play? Oh, that's that kind of card playing.
Yeah, that kind of magic card playing. Yeah.
Mm.
Isn't it the Pokemon ones that he does? The Bulbasaurus and all.
Doesn't he draw and paint cards and stuff?
Yeah, but isn't it Pokemon?
I don't know.
Effectively, it's Pokemon with witches and wizards instead of Pokemon, I think. I'm not sure. He's going to kill me for this.
Okay. So it's just me and Lee this evening. We have got a couple of guests joining us. We have got. I'm not going to introduce them just yet.
One whose computer he was supposed to be here from the start, but his computer's updating. And to be fair, I completely understand technical computer difficulties. So yeah, he'll be joining us as soon as he physically can.
To be fair, you've gone completely anti-potato tonight.
Anti-potato.
Anti-potato. You're not as spuddy as normal.
I'm not, but I don't want to say anything just in case I jinx it.
Tempted to leave me sat here like a
it's working. It's like ace. It's ever.
Absolute quality.
Hey, you know what this means though, don't you?
What's that?
Hand checks are not going to take a full hour.
I don't know. I've got 6.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm sure I can find a few more somewhere kicking around. So go on then.
You had a good week.
I've had yeah. They've shifted me departments at work, which is fine. But yeah, other than that, it's been good. How about you?
As stressful as ever. As stressful as ever. It looks as though our guest has mashed his potatoes.
Yay!
How are we doing? Can you hear me all right?
Absolutely. And we can see you.
Good.
Did you give up on the computer?
Yeah, there was. I ended up doing a software update. so it was going to take ages. Like,
Well,
So yeah, we've
I
got.
thought it was just Windows that did things like that. You know, shut down and go. I'm just going to update in the middle of a show because yeah.
So yeah, go on then. We'll start. We'll start with our guest then. Mark, what you vaping on?
I'm just vaping on Mamod's Never Done with a Strike
Ooh.
with some lemon crack in it.
I found a bottle of lemon crack earlier, and I say found. I think it was like half a litre bottle of it, and it was like, ooh, might have to have another play with that.
I keep hearing about this lemon crack. What flavour is lemon crack? Because never had any. Oh, I know it's got lemon in it. I think that's kind of a given, but it's got is it a mentholy thing?
It's the easiest way to describe it is it's basically honey lemon lockets.
Okay, got you.
Tastes pretty much like that. Like,
okay.
I wasn't sure. Now I do like a good menthol juice, but I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a massive fan of citrus, so I wasn't sure by it. But
yeah, my gut feeling is I probably wouldn't like it.
When I literally coughed my ring up the first time I tried it, literally. But as soon as I got over that coughing fit, absolutely fine, good as gold.
Fair enough.
Is that it, Mark? Is that all you got? Is that all you got for us tonight, Mark?
yeah, sorry, that's all I'm using.
It's fine.
How about you, Mark? What are you vaping on?
I is on. I'm a little bit upset actually. My Asmodeus box finally, it hasn't given up the ghost.
Oh no!
But it's got a giant crack down the wood. Giant crack, and I know he's gonna die. So I need to find myself a new piece of wood and find someone willing to shape said wood. So unfortunately, I'm on Big Gay Al.
Okay.
So I'm on the horrible swipey box that I hate with my old battered Nautilus, 12 milligram V4.
Now, I heard good things about Minikin V2s. Okay.
I'm not a massive fan just because they're a pain in it. Right. Let's say we want to change the voltage then, the wattage. So I've got it up, and you swipe. I give in. Literally give in.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. How many attempts was that?
3. Yeah.
Absolute pain in the chuff. But it's either that or completely kill.
I don't get touchscreen mods, to be fair. Why don't you just it's got 2 buttons on it. One goes up, one goes down. Yeah, job done. It's all you need, isn't it, really?
It is all the more to go wrong. I do like that. I like the idea. I like the... No, I think the shit. I prefer a button, to be honest. Who's that? Who's JCRX? I know that. Either way, someone in the chat. Chris gone. Stu gone. And Stu Vape's not the other one. What? Chris is dead.
Yeah.
He ate far too much. His heart gave up. It's exploded.
No, I think wasn't it? He was in. I heard that he was in the shed, and he let one go a little bit too close to the heater, and that was it. Shed gone. You know, just
the amount of fat on his body he burned for hours.
Yeah. Like a candle.
And Stu has gone for a short period of time. There we go.
Okay.
My other, I have got my Art of Mod Mac with the 1RDA sat atop.
You still got it?
I have still got it.
It's
What?
a good vape. It's a good vape.
You were about fit to chuck that in the bin last time I saw you with it.
Have you got a one, Mark?
Oh yeah.
How did you get on with it when you first got it?
Brilliant. I didn't have any. My only complaint was the top cap's a bit of a nightmare to get off, but I just put my normal building it, just that mini fuse Clapton 5 wrap 2.5 ID, came out 0.39. Perfect. It was a good vape.
I'm liking it now. I hated it when I first got it. Honestly, I hated it.
You were cursing it. There wasn't the Allen key that there wasn't an Allen key that came with it, and it didn't, and you hadn't got any Allen keys that fit the posts.
No.
So you were swearing blue bloody murder because you were building it when we tried to record the podcast, weren't you?
Was not impressed at all in the slightest. But no, I'm loving it now. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm trying to debate whether I prefer the short, stubby drip tip or the slightly longer one.
Does it come with two?
Yeah, it comes with two.
Oh, cool.
I thought it vaped really similar to the Solo.
It is. I think it's a little more restricted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently the next batch will come with Allen keys. That's fucking typical, isn't it?
So the next batch will be sorted. It's fine.
And in my other hand, do you know what? I like to support my friends. And as you all well know, I absolutely loved the Pandora when it first came out. When Chris sent me one of the prototypes before they were released, and I absolutely loved it. Then on the final release, it was slightly different. It didn't feel quite the same. But another horrible swipey box.
Yeah.
And I'm running the Pandora with a V2 cap on it.
So is that the V1 Pandora with a V2 cap?
It's a V1 Pandora with a V2 cap, yeah.
Right, okay.
And you know what? I'm loving it. And
cool.
Lindsay's loving it because I came home from work today and she'd stolen it.
That's always a good sign, isn't it?
I had to fight for it back. But yeah, I'm really falling back in love with it because I'd fallen out of love with dripping and mechs and everything else. But I'm loving it.
Awesome.
What you want, Chandler?
Me?
Chandler Bing?
I've got my... God, it's been a long while since anyone's called me that.
Chandler Bing.
Do you know, I was talking to... Right, this is showing my age. I was talking to someone at work and, says, oh, your name's Chandler. Yeah, Chandler as in friends. And she went, as in what?
What?
Yeah. I'm like, what?
Was she
Have you seen Friends? She goes, Friends what? She hadn't got a clue. Bless her. She'd never heard of, let alone seen Friends.
Was she a millennial?
Yeah, early 20s, I think. I didn't ask her how old she was specifically. It's rude, isn't it? Ask a lady how old she is. But yeah, she hadn't heard of Friends at all. So there you go.
Never to have heard of Friends. Never to have binged a box.
I know.
Are we going to spend the whole night explaining where Chris and Stu is?
Yeah, because everyone's coming in after we've started and we've done that. Just rewind the video a bit to the beginning because we said it at the beginning. It's fine. Just that slider at the bottom here. There you go. This one. Grab hold of it and go. And then it'll tell you exactly what's going on.
There we go. Greg's telling you. Chris is dead.
Yeah, we're making him into soap or candles.
That's a lot of fucking soap. and I just worry how it smells.
Oh dear, lovely. Oh yeah, vaping on. There you go.
Chenandlebong, wasn't it?
Chenandlebong. That's it. Yeah, Chenandlebong. There you go. I've got my noisy cricket with my SMM on the top, and I bought that noisy cricket that's my work beater. And the idea was I come back and take the tank off and put it on my my other parallel box, but it's so bloody good. I just leave it as it is.
You run that in parallel.
So yeah, that's in parallel.
It looks quite smart, that.
It's not bad, is it? It goes really well with that stainless SMM on the top.
Apparently, Chris is being cremated Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week.
Oh, class!
By day.
Oh, I really hope Chris doesn't watch this back because we're going to be in so much shit.
I hope he does. I'll teach him for skiving.
Oh dear. And I've got my yeah, there you go. I've got my pensioner with my Entheon on top, and inside there I can't remember what the juice is called. It's flavor of the week next week on the podcast, so yeah, there you go.
Tune in to find out.
Sorry?
Tune in to find out.
Tune in to find out. There you go. Yeah, we'll leave that. We'll leave that there. I didn't initially like it, but it's grown on me, and the branding on it isn't. I'll go as much to say that it's a sweetie flavour. There we go.
I know what it is now.
Do you know what it is?
You said it in the chat earlier.
Oh, did I? Okay. So yeah. Anyway, there you go. It's very nice.
Craig sent his condolences to Chris. I'm just going to ignore the chat tonight because it's distracting me.
Oh, and I mustn't forget, I have got this. This has been sat by my side all the bloody time because it's just the coil. To be fair, the coil in there is pretty much dead. It's starting to taste a little bit mangy. Yeah. But send your condolences to the VT UK page. Post already up. Oh, fantastic. Oh, dear. So, yeah, there you go. Communicator. That's my vaping. There you go.
There we go. So, all very formal. We've gone back to show notes.
Yeah, we've got show notes. And we're so unused to it that we're actually going, show notes. What does the show notes say?
I'm glad someone's got show notes.
Do you want show notes, Mark? Shall we send Mark?
Yeah. Send Mark.
I'm on my phone just now, so I won't be able to see them.
Just play along. Pretend you know what we're talking about.
You've got show notes. We sent them to you earlier, didn't we?
Yeah. It'll be sound like.
So, I don't think this was necessarily this week. Let's stop reading the chat, Mark. I don't think this was necessarily this week. I think it was last week, actually, but I believe it happened before our show. Have you heard the news about Cosmic Fog?
Yeah, I have. Interesting. I saw it, and I don't know. I don't know exactly who it is. I heard that somebody has got a controlling. What do they call it? Controlling share.
I believe so. Yes. So a subsidiary of Big Tobacco have acquired quite a healthy stake in Cosmic Fog, Imperial Brands.
Okay.
One of the Imperial brands. Yeah. Cosmic Fog, they must have been going, 13, 14 years? They've been going a long, long time.
They've been going a really long time. I've seen Cosmic Fog. I remember seeing Cosmic Fog years ago when I started.
I never liked it, to be honest with you.
I can't say I've I can't say I've actually ever bought any, to be honest.
Have you ever tried it, Mark?
Yeah, there was one I quite liked. I think it was called. Fuck, what was it called again? I think it was like a nut sort of caramel one, banana in it.
Was that Church?
Yeah, it might be Church. I can't honestly remember, but I remember that there was a couple that I quite liked. I thought they were all right, but that was like when I was vaping that stuff. It was 2-3 years ago, long time ago.
I've not tasted it.
To be honest, I actually haven't seen it for a while.
No, I know it went very expensive, didn't it? I know when the TPD kicked in, I believe the 10 mils were very expensive, but I don't know. But no, it just surprised me that such a reassuring brand, is that a fair thing to say, would have sold out.
Yeah, that's not good. Like,
yeah, and you always wonder. I never know with these things. I don't know how the corporate politics works, but companies can have shares bought, and they have no control over who buys it. So they may not have had any. I'm assuming they may not have had any control over who bought how many shares.
Perhaps.
So it may have been that they just went, right, we're just buying a shed loads of shares and we've now got a controlling stake in it.
Perhaps.
you never know. The company might have been in sort of some kind of. The company could have been in trouble or anything. It could be a last-ditch attempt to keep the thing afloat, keep the business afloat.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't know. I'm assuming there's not many vape-related companies that are floating on the stock exchange, is there?
I have no idea. I wouldn't imagine so. Not UK-wise, whether they be public or private limited companies. But as far as the States goes, I'm not sure. I thought a lot of them were just standard LLCs. I don't know. An LLC is literally the same as limited companies over here. They're just limited liability company. I don't think that they're necessarily floated, and I don't know if Cosmic Fog is actually. I'm going to find out.
Go on. I daren't search on my computer because it will just kill my internet. I know it will.
Cosmic Fog Vapors. No idea. So yeah, Sean's saying, so the big tobacco takeover is beginning. It is. But saying that, I don't know if this is good news, bad news, or indifferent news. Apparently, PMI's first factory to cease manufacture of traditional cigarettes happened this week.
Yes, I heard that.
And they've...
I'm not sure.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I was going to say, I'm not sure how much difference the ceasing of making cigarettes, what difference that's made, because they're still making those bloody silly heat not burn things. Heats, is that what they're called? Heats.
That's what the Americans are calling them. Yeah, so their first it's in Greece, and my Greek's not very good, so I'm not even going to attempt. Papastratos, it's in Greece. And that factory now apparently is just manufacturing the heat not burn stuff, the heats stuff.
Papastratos?
No idea.
I'm going to say it in Papastratos? I don't know. Anyway.
And then
in asparagus.
Asparagus, there we go. Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Propypyrogus. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, my geography is appalling, and my Greek is even worse. Yeah, it's all Greek to me.
Oh, ba-bum. Yeah, I'm still not sure whether it's a positive thing or not, but hey, it's the news. It's the news. My final piece this week. Did any of you guys catch up on the Reddit stuff that was going on?
I heard about this. I don't use Reddit. I've never particularly used Reddit, so I just thought Reddit was like a forum, like ECF or something like that.
It kind of is, isn't it?
Okay, so I wasn't far off then. That's fine. Like I say, I haven't used it particularly. I just thought it was a forum.
Yeah. So ECR was the big. ECR was the big thread, the big area within Reddit that looked after e-cigs, vaping, everything else. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. Is there a parent company? There is now, yeah.
Yes, because they've got a controlling share.
So Reddit have decided to ban the sale and the giveaway of e-liquid.
Wonderful. Yeah, I heard hardware.
This last night. Sorry, Chandler.
No, that's all right. I heard hardware is still okay. You can still hand out hardware, but any e-liquid is a bit of a no-go, and that includes pods. So any pod systems with e-liquid in it, nope. I didn't know they'd got. Are they able to police this?
They are policing it. I'm guessing they'll have their administrators. They'll have someone policing it somewhere.
Okay.
So yeah, absolutely no. And these are words from the horse's mouth. Absolutely no solicitation of e-juice is to take place on the subreddit, which is obviously the ECR. This means no more juice vendors. Sales advertisements are permissible. This includes our sacred sale on the mega threads, unfortunately. What did you hear, Mark?
I just heard just exactly the same. I heard that that they put a ban on e-liquid, and I heard last night that you also weren't allowed to talk about it either. I don't know if that's true. Like, but you could talk about vaping and devices and stuff, but from what I heard last night, you weren't allowed to sort of talk about e-liquid either. But I don't know how true that is.
That's not what I read. I read the mail shot that was sent out, and you can't solicit, which means you can't be selling. You can't be advertising for a juice company.
Yeah. I suppose, how far does that go? Does that mean that you can go, oh yeah, I tried this fantastic Jeffrey's juice. Why don't you go and go and try it, see what you think? Is that comment? Because that is a comment that most vapors would happily put in a post. Oh, look, I'm vaping this. It's awesome. You ought to try it.
Where can you get it?
Where do you get it from? And it's not always the juice companies that are promoting their own products. It's people who've got the juices, love it, and go, come on, what do you think? Someone else ought to try it.
Reddit's something that I've never used before. I've never been on it.
You see, Reddit's showing up in a lot of posts, and we get I can't find them. Obviously, when I go through the reports on our website, we get quite a lot of traffic come through Reddit. But when I click through to it, I can't actually find where the links are coming from. So maybe it's that I just don't understand it. As Sean's saying, let's hope that Facebook doesn't follow suit. Who knows?
Could you imagine Instagram banning e-liquid on there?
Yeah.
Because that would be just like...
Well, that's it. The day you do that, you start selling lube, don't you? Flavoured lube.
Yes.
You know, there's always going to be ways around it. There's always going to be ingenious ways of combating laws and legislations, and
because obviously nicotine has a stimulating effect and would be awesome in a massage oil.
Just don't vape it.
Yeah.
That what you've got to be really careful of when you're rubbing it in is not to use too much colada, and that WS-23 don't half make you tingle.
Oh, I can imagine that down there.
It'd be like, have you ever used that that shower gel? What's it called? That
mint sauce.
Original sauce, yeah.
Yeah, mint sauce. That's yeah. I have used that. Yeah.
You balls freeze.
Yeah, you clean your ass and it just makes it go. Really does.
So what you got for us, Chandler?
Oh, yes. Oh, so much fun. I probably ought to have brought this up because I could share the screen. Let me see if my internet will cope with it. Let me know if I go
Spud.
Oh, Spud. Right, I noticed on I just noticed. Apparently, do you know what month it is next month?
I do, and it's irritating me already.
It's irritating you already. Next month is not just April. It is, right, let's get the screen share going. Screen share. So professional. There we go. And yeah, AVG has kicked in just as I wanted it to. It's Vapril. So yes, we've had Stoptober. Now we have got Vapril. And as you can see, it is actually endorsed by Dr. Kristen Jessen. So that's the Dr. Christian from, what is it? Embarrassing Bodies. There you go. So yeah, he's got full support behind it, which is great. And let's have a click on the link because he does say a little bit about it.
We had a conversation about this on camera last week, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And I mean, he's pushing it and saying it's disappointing to hear that an estimated 40% of smokers still haven't tried vaping and even, you know, don't realize the positive effects of it. So there's the Vapril challenge. There's a handful of shops around the country running masterclasses. So you can go in, they'll give you an introduction to the devices and flavors, expert advice on the ideal starter kit. It sounds to me pretty much though like what anybody would get in a vape shop, in a half decent vape shop anyway.
You'll go to a master class and some idiot will teach you how to put a Hate Samuel bracelet into a Twisted Messes competition.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be entertaining.
So this sounds absolutely incredible, Chandler. Absolutely incredible.
It does sound fantastic. It does sound pretty good. You get a free 6-page guide. They've got social events. So I still haven't found the Vapril Facebook page. That is really lax of me. But they've got a Facebook page. I'm assuming that's Instagram, the app Vaping Industry. And it says use these hashtags to join in. So it's encouraging people to ditch cigarettes for a month and try vaping and see what they think.
Chandler, do me a favour. Can you click on the tab at the top that says our partners, please?
Okay.
There we go. You're presenting. So just scroll down and let everyone have a look at who the partners are.
There you go. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
There we go. We'll just scroll down, shall we?
That Jack Vapor is an Edinburgh company where I live.
Yeah. What's that? Do you recognise that logo?
I'm sure I've seen that on a packet of cigarettes somewhere.
Yeah, you might have done. Yeah, it looks very Philip Morris like.
A little bit. Obviously, there are some, you know, very, very, very reputable companies.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't really want to knock it, but you suddenly think you've got British American Tobacco in there, Philip Morris, and then you've got the I was trying to work out how to put this politely, but the kind of, they're the garage cigarettes, aren't they? Your socialites, VIP, the ones that you find in a garage or on a stand in a shopping centre.
I'm pretty sure there's another company there as well. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm positive that they are they're owned by either Big Tobacco or Big Pharma. But unless I'm absolutely 100% certain, I'm not.
You're just not going to say it.
I'm not going to say.
That's fine. But yeah, so I would have liked to seen this rolled out a little bit further, because I mean, where it says get involved, there it tells you where you can go, and you've got Belfast, Birmingham, Bristol, Cardiff, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Leeds, Leicester, Liverpool, London, and Newcastle.
Well, I didn't know anything about it.
No, you didn't until last week, until I mentioned it to you.
And I'm going to ask Dale as well. He's in the chat. You're in
Yep.
Did you know anything about it? Did anyone contact you? Did anybody get in touch? It's all a bit. I feel it was all a bit cloak and dagger. You know, anything that helps people stop smoking can only be a positive.
Yeah, I think it is very positive. I'm wondering whether it's a bit of a trial run as to see, right, let's do this Vapril, let's see how it goes, perhaps to get it rolled out more next year. But like I say, I mean, there's nothing in Manchester, nothing in Sheffield, nothing in East Anglia, Norwich, out that way. So there's big patches of the country where you'd have to travel a considerable distance to get to somebody who's involved in it. But it's a start. It certainly is a start, and it will be interesting to see how Big Tobacco are getting involved with it. So, but yeah, I'm quite hopeful for it. I think it's something that we should be pushing and encourage people to non-smokers to be getting involved with.
The UK seems to be as much as we're going through the TPD, and there's been obviously the whole 10 ml bottle thing and shit like that, but it seems to be one of the leading countries for accepting vaping, like especially with like the whole Royal College of Physician thing and the NHS down south. Is it NHS northeast or so on? They were promoting e-cigarettes and things like that, and
yeah,
it's pretty
well,
good.
And it's not going unnoticed. I don't know. I mean, you know, I listened to the Culture of Clouds, and I noticed on the last week's podcast that Nick and Ruby managed to catch on to the bill that we mentioned last week, that's going through trying to remove e-cigarettes from the TPD. So that it's been noted over in the USA, and they've also found a government page that's advising people, that's dispelling the myths about vaping. So going on about popcorn lung, how it's not encouraging the youth to smoke, how it's not a gateway into smoking, and all of the main arguments against vaping. So yeah, it has been picked up by other countries.
Interestingly, something that Sean's just said. I'm just going to share my screen. Nothing sensitive of it. You've got to be a member of UK VIA. If you scroll through the members of UK VIA, it's pretty much everyone that
support. Yeah, there you go. Because I know it is being pushed by the UK VIA. So, and what is it? What does VIA stand for? Vaping Industry Association. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The UK Vaping Industry Association.
Yeah.
So even though these companies are partnering in this whole thing, what are the companies like? What's the deal? Are they offering something? Or are they giving kits away? Or
I haven't seen anything about kits being given away.
so they're just trying to encourage people to go along to their local B&M and pick up a starter kit.
Yeah, they're running masterclasses so they can get expert advice on the ideal starter products, and they get a free 6-page guide. So, but to be fair, if you do look through the, excuse me, if you look through the list of companies that are involved, the majority of those companies make starter kits. They're the ones that are offering either the cigalikes or the pod systems or the mouth to lung starter kits. So they are the companies that get the most from smokers. So the people new to vaping, they're not obviously not companies who produce, like you said, twisted messes or anything like that, where you've got your clouds and your mechs and anything like that. There's not so many of the hobbyist.
I don't know.
There isn't any hobbyist in there, is there?
The electric tobacconist, I know they do quite a bit of sub-ohm stuff, as does
e-cig Wizard.
e-cig Wizard. Yeah, so
Jack Vapor have got a really smart DNA, or they did have a really smart DNA 75 out last year. Tiny little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Jack Vapor's come out with a few. I would say that Jack Vapor's the kind of odd one out in that group.
You also got Vape Club and Vape Base. Hey, Stu Vapes.
Hello, mate.
How are you doing, buddy?
All right, man. I just smashed my dinner down my neck, so I was quick.
And you look like you sat on the toilet.
It does.
I usually am, mate. To be fair, I have about 4 shits a day. I do.
Before we go any further, Stu, what are you vaping on?
I'm vaping raspberry custard. I'm a little skunk.
That's nice. What's that?
I need you don't look at it. It's an RSQ with a Haku on the top.
Ooh,
you need a cap for that Haku.
I've got a cap for it, mate. To be fair, but it's a lot shorter than the original cap, and I don't think the flavour's there as much. I don't personally.
Have I still got Chandler screen sharing?
No, I've turned it off. Am I? Well, I thought I had.
No, it's fine. You have.
That's all right.
So
how are you liking the Haku?
It's an amazing deck. Flavours. I'm a big fan of the Hadley, but I've gone off it, you know.
Off the Hadley?
It's not as good flavour as the Haku, and yeah, Haku for the win. I'm intrigued at that new. What is it called now? That mouth to lung. Who's made that now? Is it Geek Vape?
Is it the Berserker one? The Berserker IDA?
Yeah, the Berserker, yeah.
Because that's at a very reasonable price point. I mean, I've been looking at mouth to lung squonking RDAs, and it's all you're looking at like 70, 80 quid plus. So for one to appear that's in the budget market,
you'll pick up one cheaper than that. Like you can get yourself an Origin.
Yeah,
one of the best ones I ever used was an Origin Little 16, and it's got loads of airflow on it. It goes from a 1 mil air hole all the way up to 2.5, I think. You'll pick one of them up for. You'll get one of them for about 40 quid.
Oh, I'll have to look out for one of them.
Brilliant.
I can't mouth to lung. I can't.
You can't mouth to lung?
Well, I can mouth to lung, and I love doing mouth to lung, but I still lung hit it, no matter what device it is. even like kind of smoke spiral or any of them mounted lung devices, I still lung hit it.
How did you smoke? Did you lung hit your smoke?
Nah.
Because I got a friend that I went to university. Just that's how he smoked.
He lunged a cigarette.
He lunged a cigarette. That was just how he never mouth to lunged it. He just literally went.
Surprised he didn't swallow the fucker.
Yeah, I thought it was weird, but he's going like, no, that's how you smoke. It's like, no, you don't. And he's like, yeah.
Where's Stu tonight?
It's what?
Where's Stu tonight?
Stu has left us for the time being.
Oh.
That was a conversation killer.
Sorry, mate. I feel a bit awkward now. Shall I just?
It's fine. He is taking a sabbatical, and the intention is he will join us at some point. But at the moment, he needs to focus on his Vulcan Brothers, which is cool.
Yeah, fair enough. I suppose so. Fucking hell, he only does it once a week. It's not hard, is it?
Bless him.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you're good lad, Stewies. So what's the topic of conversation tonight?
The topic of conversation, our main topic this evening, is the name of the show, The Llama Drama.
Oh,
the drama Llama.
Oh, the drama.
Or did I get it the wrong way around?
Can't beat a bit of drama, can you, in the vape industry? I'm fucking all over it on.
Oh man.
It doesn't matter what circles you sort of fly in within the vape industry, whether you're middle of the range, whether you're pretentious as fuck, wherever you sit within the industry, you're always going to get drama. Now, the reason I spoke to Stu earlier about this was after your drama that occurred. Was it Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night.
Talk us through it. It was an absolute cracker.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. Where do I start? Before I say anything about that, it's like a lot of people are sort of singling the vaping industry out. I'm like, guys, get a grip. It happens no matter what you do in any industry. If you work in a factory and someone's called fucking Paul a cunt down there, by the time he gets up there, he's a fucking fat cunt. That's what happens in any industry. It doesn't matter if it's vaping or whatever.
Even the bloody school playground. I mean,
exactly, mate. Well, yeah, at least, well, as everyone knows, I do live feeds. I suppose that's what I'm known for. Is going live on Facebook. That's where I got my name from and all that shit. But I don't know. There's been a lot of people taking the piss out of everyone lately. Calling them free shit hunters and, you know, tramps and beggy bastards and all these words. But a lot of people are forgetting as well, if it weren't for these free shit hunters or these beggy bastards that win these competitions, showing your brand off, then a lot of people wouldn't be where they are today. I don't agree in people just jumping from feed to win something. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you know,
I don't know. No, why not? I mean, there are people. I remember seeing, you know, like housewives that just, you know, the coupon hunters that find the coupons to take to the supermarket or buy one get one free or all of that. What's the difference?
Oh, there isn't, mate, and you've got to put yourself in other people's shoes as well. Instead of just judging people and calling them tramps and free shit hunters, the vaping can be quite expensive.
Yeah,
and these days, okay, anything's cheaper than smoking 20 cigarettes a day. Or, you know, that's the whole point of vaping. For me, anyway, the whole point of vaping is to not smoke cigarettes. But to some people, 20 quid is a lot of money, man. And if you can win something in a live show and get some free stuff, then, you know, go for it. But what I don't agree in is the people that are jumping from feed to feed, blowing smoke up that guy's arse and then blowing smoke up that person's arse, saying that you're the best. Oh, I always love you, and all this bullshit talk that they give. that's what I don't agree with. If you want to jump from feed to feed and try and win something, then crack on. Like, go for it, man. But
it's all a bit of fun, isn't it? It's all, you know, you do, how many live feeds a week do you do for TYV?
I do 2, Tuesday and Friday.
Tuesday and Friday. And all it is a bit of fun.
Yeah.
It's no more than a bit of fun. It gives TYV and Dale and the guys and everyone opportunity to give back to the industry. It's a bit of fun. It's a laugh. It's to me, it's about bringing people together with similar interests, having shits and giggles, and you might win something.
Yeah, exactly. But I watched a live feed what Paul Harrison was in last night, and Paul sort of nailed it on the head as well. He said, a lot of people, I mean, it sounds like you're going to blow smoke with your ass no matter what. A lot of people follow me because of me. I'm not saying I'm an angel, or you should follow me because I'm this or that. I don't. A lot of people follow me for me, which is good. But a lot of people, what they don't realise is, and you know, Mark, yourself at first hand, TYV don't need to do live feeds. TYV don't need to be on Facebook. Yeah, it helps with online side, and it probably gets their product or their brand out there a little bit more, 100%. But they don't need to do that to benefit their company. They don't. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of people that do live streams these days, and I'm not knocking anyone, because I hope everyone does well in the industry. And if you've got a brand or a product that you believe in and it's yours, then, you know, go for it. Do your feed, push your brand out there and try and sell some of it. Do it. But don't do it for, I don't know, don't try and say that other companies are doing it for that sole reason, because we're not, because we don't need to. TLV is a big company and it's growing by the day. And Dale can vouch for that. And you know yourself, Mark, you know that how they work and what they do. So people get a lot of things twisted. They think it's all a big marketing scheme, and you know there's more to it than what everyone thinks. But obviously it's marketing, but it's not marketing because we need to do it. It's marketing because you guys and a lot of the people that watch me support TYV and generally use a website, where a lot of people are saying all these free shit hunters, they don't use the website, they don't buy stuff from that brand, they don't do this. Well, in actual fact, they do, because that's what I do different. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do social media. I don't run a Facebook page. There's a big difference in running a Facebook page on Facebook and running a social media full time. And there's a massive difference. I don't just do a status and think, right, let's just do a status. What can I do today? Everything's thought of, everything's planned, and everything has, you know, a reason behind it, but it isn't what everyone else thinks. And it's shit, man. It's getting shitter, to be fair. Well, what can you do?
What do you do?
Well, fuck it, I'll just carry on, because I couldn't give a fuck what anyone thinks. That's what it boils down to. And I said it today, and I'll say it, and Mark's met me in person. I'm not the guy that will say, well, if you don't like me, or if you don't like what I do, then fuck off. It sounds rough and it sounds harsh, but it's as simple as that. If you don't like what I do, then jog on, mate. And I'm not the guy that end at these meets or you won't see me, because if you've got a problem with me, come and see me, man, and I'll talk to you and I'll sort it out, yeah, and tell me why you don't like me, because a lot of people don't like me because of the wrong reasons. And until you meet me, until you have a chat with me, and I'm honest, I'm real, I say how it is and I say what I think, and I don't mess around, like I don't, no holds bars, you know what I mean? I just go, I tell them what I think and that's it. If you don't like it, then fuck off.
Well, effectively, it's like a TV program, isn't it? If you've got a TV program on in the corner and you don't like it, stop bloody watching it. You turn over and watch something else, don't you?
Yeah.
And I mean,
there's a big difference in who can use an example? I don't know. Fucking, there's a guy called Stephen that posts on a page every day what juice he's got, to going live to hundreds of people on a weekly basis and being known as someone. There's a massive difference. You're always gonna get someone that don't like me or someone that wants to say shit about me. I get that, but no one's gonna say anything to the guy that posts because he's not known in the industry. I'm not saying that you know, I'm known any more than anyone else, and I do a better job than anyone else. I do me, and I've always have done me. I don't watch what other people do, and that's where a lot of people go wrong. They try and compete, they try and make it a contest, you know, and don't, man. And I think that's why we've been so. That's why I think I'm relatively good at what I do, because I don't give a shit about anyone else, and I don't. I think that's what it boils down to. If people don't like me, or if they're doing something what I do, I don't look at them and think, fuck me, man. You know, I need to do that, man. Or I'll come up with something completely different. Or I'll post something proper random, and everyone will think, what the fuck's you on about there? It's just because, you know, you don't want to be a sheep, do you? Well.
No.
How do you find drama on a day-to-day basis?
How do I find it?
No.
In
How,
what sense?
I don't know how. You know, because we're all involved in different vape circles, and obviously, I see what I see, which is probably similar to what you guys see. Chandler sees what he sees. Mark sees what he sees, and obviously, Stu, you see what you see. Mark, do you feel that there's more drama now than there ever used to be?
Yeah, I think there's probably more than twice as much as what there used to be. I had a conversation with someone the other day there, and a lot of us have been around we've been vaping for a few years now, so most of us will have dabbled in different groups, and we've seen the whole sort of we've seen the whole clone thing. We've seen the whole MATs and Frankenskulls being flipped for stupid money. We've seen people sort of fall out. We've seen people make up. We've almost experienced quite a lot of things over the last few years. Loads of different events, and I noticed I left UKS a few weeks back because what I found was there was loads and loads of new people coming into the group, and to be fair to these new people, these people were experiencing things for the first time. Like, they'd never seen an ATI go for stupid money, or they maybe didn't read the rules, and they'd posted a picture of a clone and things like that. And there was one guy who posted up a picture of an MI that went for $3,000 or something. Now, we've all been there, and we all know that it happens, and most of us don't even think about it now. We don't even bat an eyelid to it. But there's the new people that are coming in. They're posting a screenshot because they've seen it for the first time, and they're thinking, fucking hell, look at the fucking price of this. And then you have the same people who are you have the core OG members of a group who are effectively fueling the guy's conversation about flipping and everything else, instead of them turning around and saying, do you know what, mate? It's been a thing for a while now. We've seen it. It's been going on for years. The best thing you can do is just leave it alone, turn a blind eye, and just get on with, just go about your daily business. But instead of them doing that, they're saying, well, people can buy whatever they like, and it's almost like they've got one opinion one week, and then they've got a different opinion the next week, and it just seems to be constant bickering with the people who are the OGs should know better, and maybe just send this new guy a PM and say, look, mate, it's been a thing for ages, you're better just to move on. But instead of that, they just fucking fuel the conversation and fuel the argument. And it's tiring.
It is tiring, and it's been going on for years. You know, back a fair few years ago, when what was it? I think it was Mech Addiction, and the dramas were very different. I can't even think of an example of the dramas that used to take place.
Well, I don't think them dramas, what you're talking about now, is what the dramas are today.
No.
I don't think it's about selling mods anymore, or flipping at ease or whatever. That ain't the beef no more. It's 2018 beef now. Is that much competition now? everyone is bitter towards each other because they want a piece of the pie. That's what the main argument is right now, and that's where it's been for the past 6 months, man. I'll remember people flipping Frank in schools and people getting pissed and that, but I don't think that's the sole purpose of this commotion of what's going on now. It's definitely competition. It's definitely my brand's better than yours. It's definitely we do shit better than you. I think that's where it's at now on Facebook.
So just dick swinging.
Yeah, it's just whose cock's bigger than whose. Definitely, I think that's exactly what it boils down to now. I mean, I can remember. Sorry, what's his name? Mark. Mark, is it?
Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember when people was fucking getting shitty over people flipping mods and all that. But now there's a new era of beef, man, and that's like it's completely changed, and like it's changed the industry as much as people don't want to admit to it. Everyone's like, why is the industry changed? Why is things gone like this? Fucking it's because of us. What the fuck else do you think? We're the vapors. We're the ones that changed it. Whether you say something, I say something, or fucking Tom says something on Facebook. I just use Tom as a name then. I don't know who the fuck I was talking about. But yeah, we've changed it. Vapors, us, we have changed this industry alone. So anyone that sits there and going, I don't know what's happened. What's happened to the old school vibe? What's happened to fucking when we all used to meet up and all be mates? That's what's happened. It's not fucking who's done it. We've all done it as a collective. We've all had our own little dig at things, and we've all done our own little thing. And it's made it too much competition. It's made it who's got a bigger cock. That's exactly what it boils down to. As much as no one wants to agree to that, it's right, mate.
So as vapors, I'm not going to say killed the industry, but we've damaged the industry in the way it used to be.
Massively.
I wonder whether it is literally a case of, a couple of years back, it was a case that vaping was purely, for the most part, a cottage industry. It was, people, it was small businesses, producing a small amount of e-liquid. It was very local. So you got this liquid here. Yorkshire Vapor was Leeds and what have you, and there were a few people making mods, and now it's suddenly becoming a lot more mainstream. You've got all the big Chinese companies throwing mods at you every 5 minutes. There's a brand new mod every week, and it's suddenly becoming commercial. And in order to there's so many juice companies.
It's sourcing stuff. That's what it is now, mate.
Cutthroat. I don't know what.
It's not even the cutthroat thing. It's massively cutthroat industry, man. And if you're not fast, you last. But for me now, it's sourcing stuff. Like you guys know, man. You've been in the industry fucking a long time. 2 years ago, you try and find a label or a bottle. You try and get one of them delivered to your door. 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, could you fuck? Google it now. We'll approach a company with 10 grand, mate. They'll make you a bottle of juice for you and send it to your door. You couldn't do that 3 years ago. You think you could find a 10ml bottle on the internet 3 years ago without fucking having to go to some mad person or to someone that knows someone? Now you can Google it. You can make it illegal off Google. You can approach a company, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you can go, do you know what, mate? I've got £20,000 now. I want to start a brand. You design my label. You put it in a bottle and send it to my door, mate. That's where it's fucked.
Yeah, just a couple of years back. I mean, I mixed my own, and just finding bottles to put my own mix. I wasn't looking to sell it, but I mean, just trying to find bottles to put my homemade juice in was a bloody nightmare. Now you can find them anywhere. You can just 120ml bottle, bang, you get bottles like that. You
phone up a company now, mate. So I want 24,000 100ml bottles. So, mate, sort me the dough out there next day.
Yep.
You couldn't do that 3 years ago, man. And it's, I don't know. For me, I've got massive love for vaping, and I always will have, because I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys now, working for TYV, if it wasn't for vaping, of course. But at the same time, I said this 18 months ago, and people can quote me on this. I said, as a whole, so if Mark, Dale, Paul, Matt, some big names, I've got ideas, all come together and said, you know what, mate, because that's what China are doing. That's what a lot of companies are doing. These big brands like Nasty Juice and all that, it ain't one guy. It's fucking 6, 7 owners that is. I've all put the dough together and worked together and absolutely nailed the brand. But the thing is with everyone else, it's just like they all want to slice for themselves. I can't say much because I don't own a company. So, you know, it's okay for me to sit here and say that, of course. I work for a company. I wouldn't want to own a vape company, to be totally honest with you.
But Stu, you are your own brand, therefore you're selling your own company.
Yeah, you're selling yourself.
You are your brand.
I suppose
the reason Dale wants you, I assume, is because you are the brand Stu Vapes. You know, you much like any business, you've built your brand from nothing to what it is now. You've got a following. You've got people that follow you, the people that buy from you, people that trust you. Exactly the same as a business, mate. You're no different to me. You're no different to Dale. You're no different to anyone else. It's just that you are your brand.
I suppose so, but I've never looked at it that way, to be honest with you. I've never classed myself as a brand. But I don't know. I suppose if you put it like that, yeah. I suppose if I was just a normal person, I don't suppose I'd have a job because you're not known for what you do. But I don't know. I've never classed myself as a brand, to be honest with you. I am. But now you say it, I suppose so, yeah. But this is where I think of why I've managed to get a following and get people, because I don't lie, mate. You know, like, I've got no reason to lie, and I told that all the same. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again, because you know what, I've got nothing to hide. When I left V-Juice, I, hand on heart, did not see another company I wanted to work for. And this is you know, on my own life, you know, this God's honest truth. The only company I wanted to work for was TYV. And that was solely for the reason of believing in their product and loving what they do. I mean, you know how they all work together. It's TYV's like, they'll finish work and they'll go around Dale's house. When the lads have a day off, they go and chill with Dale at work, or they'll go and sit in the shop. And I love that about it, do you know what I mean? And if Dale didn't take the proposal, what we was talking about, or what we got offered, I was leaving the industry. And that's a fact. I was out. I was going to go and get a normal job and try and be a success in something else. And luckily enough, Dale, you know, we come to some sort of agreement. And that's the God's honest truth. There is not another company, unless, you know, something was to come up, if anything was to happen with TYV, which I doubt it will, that I'd work for. And that's the truth. That's the fucking absolute truth. I was out of them. I was going to delete my page. I was going to do a video and say, listen, guys, it's been a good fucking 3 or 4 years. But yeah, I'm done, man. And I was this close to leaving the industry because it wasn't public for 2-3 weeks when I'd left V-Juice. Do you know what I mean?
Greg's just said in the chat, I think Juice is different to mods. You could be a one-man band making mods, but probably not Juice. You know what? I think I agree with that. You know, a one-man band has got, he could sit there in his sheds, in his workshop, and bang out quality mods. Whether they're 3D printed, whether they're sculpted from iron, whether they're beautifully finished in
unicorn piss.
Unicorn piss, you know what I mean? He will sit there and he will knock his mods out. Whilst Juice can be made, the stuff that the mod maker is making is probably going to get more recognition than a new vape, than a new e-liquid brand. So, you know, like Craig, he makes weird and wonderful, crazy creations, which are absolutely incredible. And he's got a name for himself. You can't buy his mods in the shop because, bless him, I'm sure he's not got time. Same with drip tips, like Sean's saying. You know, he can sit there and he can whack out 200, 300, 400 tips a week, and that's your lot. but he's not wholesaling. He's not selling to other shops. So people respect him for who he is. Now, to release a juice, you're never really going to make it unless you're wholesaling, unless you're distributing, whether you're going to get it in front of hordes and hordes and hordes of people to test it, to try it, to promote it, to, you know what I mean? It's, in my eyes, very, very, very different. So I agree with what Craig's saying. What do we think?
Yeah, I agree with him, but do you not think this as well? Like, this day and age, and I'm not just saying this because I work for T-Ball V, this is a fucking, my honest opinion. This day and age, I don't think there's many flavorists. I don't, and to me, if the people that are watching this, a flavorist is someone that creates a flavor, that sits there and molds a flavor to taste like what he wants it to. That's a flavorist. This day and age, you want a blueberry waffle, you buy a blueberry concentrate and a waffle, you mix it to a 20% or 17%, whatever you want it, you add VG, there's your mix. That ain't a flavorist. And that's where I know, and you do, Mark, that Dale Wilkinson is a flavorist. He creates and designs his flavors, and so probably do you, Mark. Do you know what I mean? Whatever you do. And that's the difference in making e-liquid and creating a mod. The guy that's making the mod has put his fucking back into it. He's designed and he's machining and drip tips and all that. So there's a lot more work now in designing and making mods, of course, than there is making e-liquid, because a lot of people can just go, there you go, there's a couple of concentrates, shake it up, and that tastes nice, it'll sell. It blows my mind, mate. It absolutely blows my mind.
I think, I mean, it's changed. When I was going into shops, I mean, I'm thinking of the shop that I went into. Yeah, basically the shop I went into in Barnsley. They were selling juice, and effectively they bought concentrates and they were mixing it in the back of the shop. And yeah, there's your juice. Whereas now you've just got so many. All short fills and and everything now. It is a completely different operation.
Yeah, it is. Well, I've seen it. There's a guy live streaming last night. His name's Twitch. I caught a bit of wind of his stream, and what he said in there was 100% true. And I did always think it, but I never said it. When people are selling juice on Facebook for £4 for 100 ml. And then someone messaged, I get it all the time. When he said it, it made me realise that actually I get their messages when someone goes, Stu, 20 quid for 100 ml. I'm like, yeah, but mate, it's made in an ISO 7 lab. You know, it's been passed through so many fucking things. It's, you know, it's been designed, it's been crafted. There's so much there's a big, massive process to getting that juice in that bottle. They sent a guy that's fucking these juices out of 20 quid. They ain't just made some homebrew in a sink, threw it in a bottle and said, there you go, mate, it's £4. And what he said last night was, and you're the same, if I come up to you, Mark, and I said, Mark, same as you come up to me and you went, Mark, I've made this juice, mate, give it a go. You'd vape it because I'll give it you.
Yeah.
Vice versa. But if some guy on Facebook inbox you and said, mate, I've made some juice, man, £4 for 100 ml, would you buy it? This is my point, man, and for the people that are probably going to watch this or are watching this, there's a big difference. This guy was fucking big.
Give me a minute, and I'll knock up some cherry berry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is a difference if you
know.
I've had so many people come up to me at expos and events and say, Stu, mate, try my juice, man. I've just knocked it up, and I say, no offense, mate, but I don't want to try your juice. And they think I'm being really rude about it. I'm like, one, I don't know you from Adam. And secondly, you could have stirred that juice with your cock. I'm like, I don't want to try it, bro. I'm like,
look, mate, that's what gives my juice its flavour.
Yeah, well, if you come up to me and Mark and I was like, Stu, have a go at this flavour. It's 100% vape, but you spend £20 on a premium e-liquid because of the process it's gone through and the quality checks and everything it's gone through to get to this stage of a finished product.
But you know where it's come from.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
I've got a story to tell you after the show.
Please don't tell me when I vaped your juice, you stirred it with your dick.
One guy's dick in the bottle.
No.
No, I think he didn't. He used someone else's.
Yeah, oh sweet. I don't know. As long as it's fucking clean, I suppose.
I'll give it a quick spit before.
Yeah. But yeah, when he was saying it in his stream, I thought, you know what, he's fucking right. To be fair, fair play to him for bringing up that as a whole. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't really think about it until he mentioned it. I mean, I don't disagree in homebrewers. If you want to make your own e-liquid because it's cheaper, crack on, but don't sell it on Facebook for £4 and fucking try and tell everyone else that don't spend 20 quid on 100ml, mate. When I've fucking got this, what me and the missus had a soaking for 15 minutes with a fucking bath bomb. I mean, like, no, don't do it. There's just so much beef lately, and like everyone seems to be falling out with everyone, and I'm just sitting back like, what the fuck is actually going on here? Like,
no, I typed it first. I definitely typed it first.
Typed what?
Whatever it was to win something, I definitely typed it first.
Oh, mate. Friday was, well, the week before, we had a guy which was fucking hilarious, inboxing the page, threatening to sue us, threatening to take us to court because he said a comment first and he wanted pain. He was saying, listen, if I don't get anything from this, even if it's some juice, I'm taking it to court. Obviously, this is what I'm saying, off a Facebook live stream, we're all seeing his messages and laughing. And Dale approached it quite professional, actually, but with a bit of a piss take to it. And yeah, this guy was so fucking adamant. He's like, mate, I've took other companies to court. You best send me some juice. I want 3 milligram. That was like, mate, like I can't remember exactly what was said, but it was quite funny, to be fair. Then Friday, obviously,
if it was me, it would have just been fuck off.
Yeah, look, you know what Dal's like. He don't give a shit, does he? No one holds a gun to Dal's head, regardless of who you are. But Friday, obviously, our streams are getting a lot of views now. They're getting a lot of numbers, and we're giving a lot away. Yeah. And we had a record number of messages, like screenshots. I'm like, guys, message fucking Mark Zuckerberg. Because I don't know why the fuck Facebook's doing that. This is nothing to do with us. We're not picking mates. We're not fucking going, oh, do you know what? There's my pal there. We'll pick him. And it's mental, mate, the complaints. How can people have the cheek to message a page and say, mate, fuck that. I said that first. I want that juice. I've never dreamed of that.
It's the Facebook equivalent of an expo giveaway and a punch up happening over a bottle of juice that landed on the floor.
Yeah.
Stu, how do your giveaways work? Just so people that have never seen one of your.
So what it is, I try and switch it up all the time. To be fair, so sometimes I'll have 4 boxes and I'll put something random in a box. I'll say, guess what's in the box. The reason I have to switch it up so much, it's gonna sound fucking so vain, but a lot of people copy me. I come up with an idea, the next day someone's doing it. Or I've got a spinning wheel. I've got guess what's in the box. I've got phone-ins. Today I had a guy playing a piano on my live stream. He was live playing a piano music and he was guess the tune, guess the artist, guess the tune. So I thought, you know what? You've got to switch it up and you've got to keep it new and fresh. So I do a lot of things to give juice away. But you know, and then there's people going, yeah, but Stu don't walk to the post office and actually post a juice. Stu don't actually fucking pay for that juice. Stu don't fucking send you. I'm like, no, I work for a fucking bastard company. They've got the facilities to do that, you twat. Why am I going to walk to the post office to send you fucking juice when we have the facilities to make that juice and send that juice to you? Look, don't knock me because what do you want me to just actually take a video of me taking your juice to the post office and Stu don't pay for that out of his own pocket? That's because it's not my business. That's because I get paid to do that. Like, and I'm getting knocked. Apparently, this is what I'm getting knocked for lately: is that I don't pay to send the giveaways out. I don't pay for the e-liquid. I don't walk to the post office to go and post it. Fuck difference does that make? You're getting your juice. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to strap it to a pigeon and fucking fly it to you? Yeah. Like, how can you knock me for that? It's not my fault that we're a big company, and Dale has fucking DHL every single day or DPD, whatever he uses. To do his deliveries. Dale pays a rate for this van to come and pick up these parcels and send them. Well, so because I'm not doing it, or because it's not coming out of my pocket, I'm not real, apparently.
So I'm guessing the way it works then is you'll have a box, and whoever's viewing has to guess what's in the box, and if you guess what's in the box,
You win
the prize.
Well, we start off with a hashtag, so I'll give you a hashtag so it slows your comment down. Because if you're just spamming what's in the box, your comments get fucked up and you can't see it. But so I'll say hashtag Mark. I'll say do a hashtag Mark. Guess what's in the box. If I don't guess after a bit, they spam the love art to let me know that they want a clue. I'll give them a clue. And the first person I see to guess what's inside that box, or Dale sees, they win whatever's on to offer. And apparently I'm a cunt for doing it.
Well, so
I saw...
what's their issue? The fact that Facebook's slow, that people are typing comments and going through, or
on average, I think our streams are getting between 7,000 to 12,000 comments on that particular stream, which is an hour. So that's 7,000 to 12,000. I've had live streams with 32,000 comments on in an hour. So the guys have got to take that in consideration. I mean, if I was to sit on a live stream and I can talk pretty fast and do it every day for a living, I could fucking spam the shit out of a Facebook feed. But if people spamming and they're writing it that fast, it just gets fucked off, man.
And I mean, I saw this with it's a shame Stu isn't here, because I saw it. Risa Oh My Goth was doing a Facebook giveaway for Vulcan Brothers, and on Facebook, and I watched that, and she was having exactly the same thing. First one to guess. I think it was guess a number, and she pulled the number out and went, and she got no, my number was first. I said it first, and I scrolled through the pages, and Risa ended up screenshotting her page and going, look, that's the one that I can see, and it was all the comments that she'd got was in a completely different order to the ones that I was seeing on my Facebook feed. And that's just the way it happens. And you just kind of have to go, look, whoever's on the other end is running the competition. That's the first name that is on their list. Ergo, that's who's won. You just have to kind of go with it.
You know what's funny? It's the fact, it's the quality or the quantity of the prize as well. Because if I was giving a 10ml bottle of juice away and somebody never guessed it, well, they did guess it, but we never seen it, do you think they complain? I mean, Dale's been doing £2,000 giveaways. Dale's been giving RSMs away. I mean, Morris Mods, you name it, he's been giving it away. Not because he wants to say, look, what we're doing better. It's because he actually loves the support to whoever he gets. But because it's such a £400 to a £700 prize, that's when people give a fuck.
Yeah.
Tonight in my live stream, it was only a 45-minute stream because I had a guy playing the piano next to me. I don't know, I couldn't really bounce off it or anything. I mean, I love Paul, and I was thankful for what he'd done. But I'm a one-man band, I work good alone. And yeah, it's just like, I told everyone tonight, listen, if you're in here to fucking complain or to send a message afterwards, then fuck off out the stream. I had to say it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not being an arsehole or trying to come across like, I don't give a shit about anyone, because another thing on Facebook that's been going around lately is people have been looking after people and doing posts about it. So say if I seen Mark on Facebook and he's my pal, and Mark was like, fuck me, I've lost all my mods, I've got no money, I'd buy Mark a mod. I'm not buying Mark a mod so he can put a post up about me and say, oh, Stu Vapes, he's a fucking man, he's bought me a mod, he's helped me out. Like, I've done this numerous amount of times without it being on Facebook. I've watched feeds, or I've watched someone comment and say, do you know what, I can't afford that, and I've gone, do you know what, I've inboxed them and said, I'll buy that for him. Not because I ain't got no dough. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone thinks I'm fucking balling for some reason, and I'm fucking not. But to give back to someone for a 40 quid model, to look after them and make their day, it makes my day. I'm not doing that so they blow smoke up my arse and put it on Facebook. And that's the new thing what's coming out now. Oh yeah, like, I've got an operation coming up at the end of April. I've got to have something cut out my fucking neck. Do you know what? Start me a GoFundMe page. I need an holiday. Fuck it, let's do it. You know what I mean? what going on? I just said, you know what? Everything I've done for you guys over the past 2.5 years, fuck it, I want a $5 holiday. Start a GoFundMe page, PayPal me the dough. It's just cuntish, isn't it?
Lindsay's just said that she needs a French Bulldog puppy, please.
I'm getting a French Bulldog.
You can have it as.
Is that Lindsay Wilkinson?
No, my Lindsay.
Oh, yeah, my mate breeds. Hello. I don't think your missus likes me, Mark.
He's convinced you don't like him.
Why?
Because you think I'm gay?
Well, the cat fits.
Well, yeah, true. Just because I look after myself. Yeah. I don't know.
No, much the same as I think everybody in this group, in this room now, probably apart from Stu. Sorry. I've looked after. You know, there's times that I've got, I'll have an order come through the website and it's from someone I respect or someone I like, or Lindsay doesn't like anyone, apparently. That's what there is.
And you'll chuck them a little something, won't you?
No, I actually refund the order and send it anyway.
Oh, when I had Magento, mate, if I knew you was on my website, I'd throw things into your basket to make it fucking 300 quid. I'd be like, yeah, mate, you get to check out. You'd be like, the fuck? So you've looked after everyone. I'm not me, Mark. Fuck, I'm going. I want some free shit for once, man.
Well, I'll send you some free shit, Steve. No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't expect any recognition for it. I don't want people to post about it. I don't want to even them to advertise the fact that, do you know what I mean? It's, you know, sometimes I know I'm exactly the same. It's not embarrassing as such, but I like to pay my way.
Exactly, mate. And I have to beg, and this is a fact, and it's a true fact. If I come into Vape-esque and I say to you, Mark, how much is that mod? And I've never bought anything from you. I know for a fact you're giving me a discount, regardless, because I'd do the same for you. Dale does it for me. Everybody will do it for me. And I say, look, listen, I want to buy this mod. And look, when I've got stuff sent to me, apparently I'm a cunt because Stu Vapes has had this free thing sent to him. I haven't asked for that. Do you know what I mean? I get people on a daily basis message me, mate, and say, Stu, can I send you something? I'm like, no, I'm okay, bro. I'm not, but please, I'll send it you. When I was at V-Juice, they had an address for the premises, and I used to get parcels on a daily basis. And then apparently all my stuff I get for free. I'm like, mate, if I want something, I will save up and I'll buy it. Do you know what I mean? I don't ask for anything for free. Paul, he sends me all the endless mods. Don't ask him to. He does. Dale, do you know what I mean? Dale looks after me. You know, Dale looks after everyone. And that's...
And I think this kind of goes back to when we were talking earlier about old school. You know, yeah.
There's a massive difference, Mark, in... So... Okay, if I have £5 in my pocket and I don't care what anyone thinks or anyone says, if I have my last £5 in my pocket, mate, and I was with you or I was with someone that I respected and you wanted that fiver, I'd fucking give it you, mate. 100%. I'd take that £5 out of my pocket, even though I needed it, or it could have been handy for something. I would go, yeah, mate, there you go. Because I've learned that money means fuck all, mate. It's about friendship now, and for me, I ain't got many friends in this industry. I haven't. I've got people that are loyal to me, and I've got people that I talk to and are class as friends. But are they really? I don't know.
Are there any friends in this industry? I know a lot of us, you know, everyone sat in this room, you know I can have a frank, an open discussion and know that it's a four-wall conversation. I trust them. I respect them. You know what I mean? But how far that goes to the rest of the industry, I think because we're all pretty much old school, aren't we? We're all part of the League of Gentlemen, if you like, before all this school fuckery came about, before all these shitstorms, before all the drama llamas came about. You know, we're all very much old school, and we will look after each other. You know, I wouldn't dream of taking money off any one of you. But that's me.
Yeah, but you know that he'd be there. You know we'd be there at a beck and call as a friend. Do you know what I mean? And that there more to me than anything I do in this industry. And I've said it many a times. Because I solely do social media and I'm known for what I do. I love what I do. You guys have probably got a completely different roles in the industry than me, which you have, because it's hard to come across someone that can run social media and do it full time. But for me, and I've said this down, I've said it to loads of people, if I ever wake up in the morning and I think, you know what, I can't be asked to go work today, that's when I'll leave the industry. And touch wood, since I've been in it, I've not really had that feeling. I've been down and I've felt like shit, but that isn't because of the role I'm in. And that is what a lot of people are missing these days, is passion. And another thing what a lot of people don't see is the back end of the industry, Mark, what we know about, the true beef, the true things, what goes on in industry. A lot of normal vapers, they don't know half of it, mate. They know these Facebook comments and they know that he thinks he's a cunt and actually he's a cunt, but you know the back stuff, what people don't know about. It gets so political. It makes my dick stink. Like, it really does, man. It pisses me off.
Yeah. I went through probably 2, 3, maybe longer. Went through a real low patch. Extremely low. And if it wasn't for this industry, if it wasn't for, again, TYV, I don't know where I'd be now. I was a mess. And if it wasn't for my friends in the industry, you know, they didn't know at the time. They didn't know at the time what I was going through. But they were supportive and they got me through it without knowing it. It wasn't
without knowing. I've had the same, mate.
Until afterwards that I told them, you know what, guys, you know, you probably saved my life.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what my girlfriend's done, and Dale don't know this himself, but Dale's helped me, as you've just said, without knowing. Look, I've got a lot of stuff currently going on in my life. Like, it's not a nice thing, but just someone knowing that they're there for you, but not there for you without them knowing, means so much. Do you know what I mean? It means fucking massive amounts to me. And
that means so much more than money. Getting your juice out there or making sure your RDA is the next best thing.
Yep. And I'd fucking, do you know what? I'd drop everything I owned to have that every day. It means the world, because when you feel like you're down and you've got shit going on, which I have got a lot of stuff going on at the minute, and a lot of people don't know about it. It helps, man. It helps just having that conversation or having that shoulder to not to cry on, but you know, to know it's there, ready for you. Do you know what I mean?
I think if we look at this as though, you know what, there are some cunts in the industry, but there's also some fucking diamonds in the industry. I want to try and sort of end the show on a high note. You know, look after your friends. You know, you'll make a lot of friends in the industry. You know, we're a massive, massive circle of people, all into different things, into different devices, into different juices. And there's a Facebook group or an Instagram group or a different shop, or, you know, whether it's online or not, you know, you're probably going to build relationships. You're probably going to make friends that are going to stick with you for a long, 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 long time, if not potentially for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So, you know, fucking look after each other. Keep smiling. Enjoy vaping.
Fuck Amazon. Fuck eBay. Fuck Harvest. Support your local business, man.
I think that's the biggest thing about the vaping. Let's be fair. The only reason we are sat here. I mean, I'm in Sheffield. Mark, you're in Leicester. Markski, you're in Scotland. Stuart, Leeds.
Wales.
I'm guessing.
I'm in the arse end of Wales, mate.
You're in the arse end of Wales.
Yeah.
we are dotted all over the country, and the only reason we've come together is because we've got to know each other through the industry. We've made friends, and we've made friends with so many other people all around the country, and that is what it's all about.
But Mark, I don't really know Mark, to be honest with you. I've met him a few times. We've spoke. Every time I see Mark, though, we don't message every day. We fucking have a hug straight away and say, "How you doing, mate?" That's, you know what I mean, and that's fucking means loads. We don't speak very often, you know.
But if Stu needed anything, if I needed anything, if I was to message him or he was to message me, it could happen.
It's there, exactly, mate, and that's the way it needs to be, man. And do you know what? I don't need these fake people. I don't give a fuck. But before, I don't know why I used to let it get to me, man. I used to really let it get to me. Like, I'd see someone say something about me, man, and it generally hurt my feelings, and I'd be pissed off about it for days. I'd be like, the cheeky bastard, man, as if he said that about me. I ain't done fuck all to him. Now, I don't give a fuck. Call me a cunt, because you know what? I'll call you a cunt back. And that's it now. That's me done. I'm happy in my role, what I do. I love the company I work for. I love everyone that's around me and who supports me. And I'm going to keep it real. And that's what I'm going to do. And if no one likes it and no one wants to join me on this career path, what I've got going for me, then fucking jog on, mate, because there's a lot of more people you can leech onto.
There we go. I think the party statement there is just keep it real. Don't be a cunt and keep it real.
But still fuck Amazon and eBay, yeah.
We've got a few changes over the next few weeks coming to Vape Talk UK. We're not going to smash them all in one go. We've got a few bits that we're going to drip feed. Let us know what you think. We don't care, to be honest. We're going to do it anyway. But yeah, let us know what you think. Hopefully we'll have Chris JB's corpse back next week, assuming that it's not burnt by then. Don't forget Vape Talk UK Facebook page. It's going to be a lot more active. We're going to be putting a lot more content in there. Choking on a hair. A lot more content in there. A lot more live feeds during the week. A lot more informative stuff. So
I'll get involved in that for you as well, Mark, on Facebook and that, man.
Cheers, Stu. Appreciate that, buddy. So, as we said, I'm going to pop. I'm going to hang around for a little while. I don't know about the rest of the guys, but keep it real. Thanks for joining us, Mark. Thanks for joining us, Stu. And thank you guys for joining us. And we will see you all next Tuesday.
The YorkshireVaper.co.uk. Use the discount code Stu Motherfucking Vapes. Peace.